What is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to say quickly before I start this video that apologies if you've seen the colours kind of flashing in recent videos. It's because I keep forgetting to do the autofocus lock on my phone. I've remembered to do it in this video, so hopefully that shouldn't be happening in this one. I'll try and remember going forward as well. So in this video I wanted to talk about external recorders. This is mine here. I've got a Zoom H5 recorder, and this has two XLR inputs on the bottom, and you can see in the middle of that as well there's two jack inputs. This is what I used to use to record all the beats off my SX, and in particular, if you do have an older device like an SX, you will probably need one for recording off your patterns, especially if you're on the move and away from a laptop. I mean, I would probably most likely record to a laptop if I was recording off my SX, but if you're on the move or say you don't have access to a laptop, an external recording device like this is super handy. But moving to the topic of the video, with the Mark II, I really don't think you need this anymore. I've been thinking about this over the last couple of days, and I actually got a comment about it yesterday, a similar related question, and it got me thinking, well, I haven't touched mine for such a long time now, and with the Mark II you can actually do everything inside the box. So what's changed between the Mark II and the legacy SPs, which means that this is okay now, that you can just do everything inside this? Well, I think the main change is now obviously that we can resample patterns, and we can also chain patterns as well. So you can build a full beat, a full structure of a beat, just hit that resample it, and you've got that whole beat on one pad as a WAV file, which you can then just pick off your SD card. So in a way, this is now not only a beat making machine, but it can also record your beats for you. It's not as clean as, say, the MPCs, but it does get the job done, and you do get one WAV file which can go straight onto SoundCloud or streaming platforms of your choice. So if you do go along the resampling route as a beat maker, is it possible to do it on there as well? Well, yeah, it is. You just basically end up having to resample everything down to one pad. Now, if you are a resampler, you're probably very aware of how to do this. The goal is always to get it down to one pad, and then you can just grab that file again off the SD card and use that on whatever streaming service that you want to, or just for personal use or whatever. So another reason why this is really great, I know the PO33 is starting to get a lot of mentions in the channel at the moment because I'm really digging this right now, is that you can record beats off other samplers onto this device as well. Obviously with the right cables, which I've just done a video about in terms of the pocket operator, you can just create a beat on here, run it into the Mark II, and you've got access to all those effects as well, and the effect stacking, so you can get some really nice results. And from my last video you will have seen that I've been getting some pretty good results from the pocket operator using these two as a combination. So the fact that you can resample patterns, you can resample down to one pad on this, it just makes it a lot easier to get that single file at the end now. So there really isn't a need for an external recorder with this device. You can do it all on the box. So back in the day with the SX, we would have had to record patterns off it, probably record full beats, and also we may have had to use it to bounce things to get around the resample limitations, the polyphony limitations that we have with the SX. Again, with the Mark II, they've completely raised the bar with those limits. I think it's 32 polyphony now, so there really is no issues with creating complex resample beats, and that's another reason why you don't need the external recorder. You don't need to bounce things off this unit and back into it anymore, really, because it's all catered for inside the box. In terms of recording out in the wild and making beats in sort of scenic places, this has pretty much got you back again. You don't need that external recorder. So for example, say if you'd made a full beat with patterns, all you'd have to do, like I've already mentioned for recording basically, is chain them all together and record them onto a pad, and while you're recording them you could jam with the effects, etc. And the same goes for resampling really. You could either sample it all down to one pad and perform that as a beat and use effects, or you can do how I've set up here, and that is to have the parts of your resampled beat in a mute group, so then you can perform them live. Now this does take a little bit of practice, it's not necessarily that straightforward to get right, but I'll try and do a demonstration for you guys now. I've got this weird little hip hop beat that I found here, so let's give this a go and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So hopefully you could see there I made different parts where different things are happening, and because of the mute groups it's quite easy to jump between them because it will cut off the last pad and start playing the new one. So if you wanted to perform that out and about, you could just do that, and at the same time you'd be resampling to a pad, and you could add effects and do whatever you want. You could play with the order, you could just do it on the fly, so that's quite nice as well. So all in all, this device really does have your back covered now. I haven't used my external recorder since I got hold of the Mark II. I would only really use it now for atmospheric recordings with these two mics that I've got on the top here, which are really nice quality on the Zoom H5. You can do bird songs, traffic noise, general kind of city hubbub and all that kind of stuff. You can record that directly onto this just by holding record. So that's the only practical user case I have for this device now. You don't need one to record your full beats down to one WAV file anymore with the Mark II. So hopefully this was useful information for you guys. I know a lot of you are still waiting for your Mark IIs, but when you get it, you won't need your external recorder anymore really. And for those of you looking to get into the SP game, I really do recommend the Mark II now as a starting point. And like I mentioned, you won't need to buy an external recorder either, so it will save you a little bit of money as well. So thanks for watching guys. If you made it this far and you're new around here, don't forget to hit subscribe. Please check out spvids.com for lo-fi drum packs, and I've got a Teespring website with t-shirts as well. That really does keep me going doing what I'm doing here guys, so if you could have a look at those, the links are in the description. I would very much appreciate that. But apart from that guys, until next time, keep making beats and I'll be back with more content very soon. Peace!